Here in Rhode Island, ceremonies in several communities throughout the state. This morning, Governor Gina Raimondo and other state leaders at a state house ceremony. The governor unveiling this new plaque listing the names of 8 Rhode Islanders lost in the terror attacks.
She was unresponsive when they found her and transported to Landmark Medical. Fire officials responded after reports of heavy smoke coming from the attic. Firefighters forced their way into the home through doors and windows.
They made an entrance into conditions that were deteriorating. They had notification on their arrival that there was a possibility of a female that could be in the building because neighbors noticed that there was a van in the actual driveway.
The fire chief says it took about 45 minutes to get things under control. They haven't released the identity of that woman yet, but she's described as middle-aged.
A serious car crash sent 4 people to the hospital. It happened around 6 this morning on Victory Highway near East Avenue. A car lost control and hit a tree. The driver and a passenger were extricated from that car. All 4 people inside were taken to area hospitals with serious injuries. 2 of them had to be life-flighted. Burrillville police say their officers saw that car speeding nearby just minutes before the crash.
The vehicle was spotted traveling at an excessive rate of speed on Route 102. The vehicle was again spotted here on Victory Highway a short time later by additional officers who also lost sight of the vehicle, where they eventually came upon it, crashed into the tree down the road.
That crash does remain under investigation.
A candle is to blame for a house fire in Bristol that sent 2 people to the hospital. It happened at around 5:30 this morning at a home on Hope Street. The fire started in a second-floor bedroom, but the cold creating extra challenges for fire crews.
We did have one hydrant that did not work this morning, so we were able to move on to the next hydrant and handle that. Of course, as we spray water, ice becomes an issue for slipping and falling around the scene of the fire. And just the personnel that are standing outside. So we have to make sure that they are cycled in and out of a hot vehicle or something like that to keep them warmed up as they work.
The 2 people who were taken to the hospital suffered from smoke inhalation. They're expected to be okay.
28-year-old Pedro Gomez, 32-year-old Jose Rodriguez, and 24-year-old Andre Savage are all facing burglary, assault, kidnapping, and weapons charges. According to those charges, they had at least 1 firearm when they entered the Norwich Avenue home early yesterday and took that family hostage. Police were able to negotiate with them before they let the hostages free and put down their weapons. They did eventually give up without a fight. Police say their motive could have been drug-related, but the chief assures ABC6 that the accused thieves had the wrong house. They did close Bailey Elementary here in Providence because of this standoff. Again, those 3 are in court this afternoon. We'll have a live report for you tonight on ABC6 News at 5 o'clock. The wave of power outages across the state causing many traffic headaches. Take a look at this. This is the intersection of Hartford and Atwood Avenue. You can see a Johnston police officer had to get out there and direct the traffic this morning. The lack of power giving a bit of a spooky vibe as gas stations, traffic lights, and shop signs all remain in the dark. A light dusting of wet snow making things a little tricky out on the roads this morning. In typical New England fashion, we went from a day where all you needed was a light jacket to breaking out the parka this morning.
Liz, what a total change in weather. It's been so mild lately, but tonight out here you can really feel the cold, biting air. It's setting the stage for a wintry mix headed our way overnight.
Well, police just spoke moments ago, and they say that the parents of that young 5-year-old boy did contact them saying that he was safe. Now, police tell us earlier the boy was last seen here.
We're taking a look at the best local getaways. John's back outside. Hi, John.
Hey, Doreen. Yeah, we've made our way outside here to take a look at some of those options if you're planning a staycation this summer. And the truth is, you don't have to travel far to enjoy some of the rich history in southern New England or have some fun, whether it's heading to the beach or heading to a craft brewery. There is so much to do here, and we got a little help from our Good Morning Providence crew on what some of their favorite hotspots are. Take a look.
Well, students in Tiverton, they got a special look at an innovative mobile classroom that incorporates virtual reality right into their lesson plans and curriculum. It's called Z-Space, and students say they can dissect organs, dive into volcanoes and more, and it's all virtual reality, a virtual world. No headsets are required. It is as simple as 3D glasses, all allowing students and teachers to collaborate.
We have content in all different areas appropriate for all grade levels. And this is just a great way for schools that are considering Z-Space to expose it to students and staff. And it's part of the evaluation process as they're looking at it in terms of implementing in a school.
Hundreds of thousands of students worldwide already use this virtual reality technology.
So whether you're a casual player or really know how to let it rip, anyone is welcome at camp.
Shelling out $5,000 on up for the opportunity.
You get to play with your heroes. How much cooler is that?
One of those rock legends, Roger Daltrey, sang with each band. Helping them with their performances.
It's always fun. And I do this because it does, like I said, it reminds me of why I became a rock singer in the first place, because this was the most fun thing I could think of ever doing. And this brings you back home.
It's the big finale, a concert in Foxwoods Grand Theater. The excitement builds, the theater fills, a last-minute sound check, a quick tune-up, lights up, showtime. An exhilarating turn at the mic for Argenti to end fantasy camp, which he's planning on making his reality.
It's more or less what I want the rest of my life to be.
Doreen Scanlon, ABC 6 News.